Oh, well there, Sabalenka just trying to twist and turn. Needs to be careful here. I think she's okay, but that was a bit of an awkward fall. Just taking a moment to recover here. No rush. But, Rybakina able to hold again, 4-3. Rybakina 2 games away from victory.
Yeah, always so scary to see these falls.
Mm.
No, 15. La 15.
Rybakina versus Sabalenka, certainly electricity on court for sure. A lot of people looking at this match and seeing the results of this one. What an incredible finish that was in the tiebreaker in the third set. Sabalenka somehow, some way winning this one. That's what champions do, especially world number ones. And Sabalenka continues to be pretty much the true world number one. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but she's playing so well. And she's such a different player than she was 3 or 4 years ago. And even such a different player than she was in 2024 and especially in 2023. So it's kudos to her. And I think a lot of people don't talk about something that I noticed about Sabalenka for sure is her fitness level. I mean, just look at her. I mean, let's get real about this. Just look at her back muscles. She's not as muscular, if you will, as Maria Sakkari, but she has this physique of hers that really I think is important. I think you saw that a lot 10, 20 years ago with Serena Williams. She just kind of had a physique that no one else had. And for her body type and how tall she is, I mean, just look at the different type of physiques. Compare Rybakina, who has a more slim look, um, and you know, Sabalenka has a little bit more of a fuller muscular look, if you will. Again, look at those back muscles. If you ever get a chance to look at her back, there was a good shot of her back. And I know this is kind of weird talking about women's physique in tennis, but it matters because you see a lot of people on the pro tour when they get to the third set, they can't perform well because they're already tired. But it just seems like Sabalenka never gets tired, and the fitness level is off the chain, and I think it's on a level of uh, I don't know any other player. Maybe Mira Andreeva has a good fitness look about her, but she's super young at 18 years old. But trust me on this, Sabalenka's fitness, she's really improved it. Look at her physique 3 or 4 years ago and look at it now. And I think to have that much muscle on her body and to be able to move like she does still, Sakkari has a lot of muscle on her body, and maybe it seems to hamper her a little bit. She doesn't have quite the mobility. There's the word that we're looking for. Sabalenka is tall, but she still has the mobility. So I think she was moving just a little bit better than Rybakina. But with that being said, Elena Rybakina, wow, great showing from her today, and she's a superstar on grass. Former Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina. I don't think that Sabalenka's ever won Wimbledon. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. But what Grand Slams has Sabalenka won? She's won the Australian Open. Is that it? Has Sabalenka ever won the French, the Australian, or the U.S. Open? Pretty sure oh yeah, she won the U.S. Open. She beat Pagula. Duh. So she's won the Australian and the U.S. Open. Has she won the French and Wimbledon? I don't think so, but correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. Wimbledon coming up just a few weeks away. So excited to see that. The Super Bowl of tennis, Wimbledon over there in the United Kingdom. So we're all waiting for that. I know you have a lot of options on where you can watch your tennis analysis if you're watching here on your phone, on your computer, on your TV, right here on Best Muscle Video on YouTube. Thank you so much. There is a thanks button on the bottom right of the video player right there on your phone. It just says the word thanks. You can click on that word thanks and send me money. It's like 2 easy clicks. Small, medium, large amounts. Thank you so much for your support. I need to eat food today, and you are helping with that if you send. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We're always filming here in Dallas, Texas, over here in the United States. So watching this match being played over there all the way in Germany. Fascinating how they're playing in Germany, and then in a few weeks they'll play in London, I believe it is. So wonderful to see all these players putting more countries on their passport as they rock and roll in this another tennis season with Sabalenka. Sabalenka, only 26, 27 years old. She has so many more years to go. So she has certainly overtaken the world #1 spot. It's been interesting to see our beloved Polish queen Iga Świątek out of the world #1, and who would have thought that would have happened the way it did? But and then Coco Gauff is playing better than she did last year. The competition just changes, doesn't it? Players get better, and coaches find a way to beat certain players. And Sabalenka has not changed the people on her team, as far as I can tell. She's had the same coach for quite some time. That's another sign of a good sign of success for a player. When you see a Emma Raducanu or um, a few other players who change their coaches all the time, that's always kind of interesting to see. Iga Świątek, she changed her coach this year, and maybe that has played a little bit into um, her not winning as many tournaments than last year. Actually, now that I say that, I don't think Iga Świątek has won a tournament this year since winning in Roland Garros last year. And as we all know, she did not win in Roland Garros this year, so that was very interesting. And the Queen of Clay, who not able to come through in the French Open, we'll see where her career takes her. It's always weird not seeing Świątek on court. She's such an important part of the tour, draws the crowds for sure. And Świątek, not well known still, in my opinion, here in the U.S., but definitely known relatively well in the tennis world here in the U.S., but not a household name like a Coco Gauff or other players like that. But we love Iga Świątek. We love Aryna Sabalenka. Bianca Andreescu was in this one. Jessica Pegula played in this. Ons Jabeur, wonderful to see her in this tennis event over there in Berlin. We saw Jasmine Paolini. We know that we love her so much. She has like the best smile on tour, in my opinion. Little short. I think she's like 4'11" human. So always good to see that. I will leave you with that. I think there's a couple of tennis matches still going on. I think Amanda Anisimova, the American, I mispronounced that last name. Kill me in the comments on that. I think she's playing right now. And then there's a couple of matches over there there's another tournament going on besides the one in Germany that's going on right now. I think Katie Bolter, is that right? Is she playing over there? I think that one's in the UK actually. So a lot of stuff going on in tennis. I think we'll get another tournament next week before we get to Wimbledon. So we'll see what happens in Wimbledon. Wimbledon, Wimbledon, Wimbledon. Everyone is waiting on that, and that will certainly be making some. I think Wimbledon should be a big deal. I think it'll be a bigger deal than the French. I feel like when Carlos Alcaraz and Coco Gauff won the French, it was a little toned down over here in the U.S. Not too many people pay attention to that, sadly, unless you're in the tennis world. And if you have made it this far in the video, you are in the tennis world, and I appreciate you. So thank you so much. Keep it here. Best muscle video on YouTube. You got the thanks button on the bottom right. You got the subscribe button below. Click on those things. Thank you so much for your support. Hit me up in the comments below on this video on your computer or on your phone, and I will talk to you later. Keep it here. Bye.